Hi, I'm Dotty Levine, and I am a member of the Gold Coast Quilters Guild, and I am here in Boca Raton, Florida, and today is October 17th. Okay. This is I'm a hand appliquer, and this is my William Morris applique quilt. William Morris designed in the 1800s. He designed wallpaper and tapestries, and he was quite amazing. He was a poet and a writer. And a few years ago, when I first saw, there was a book that came out, and it had a lot of his designs in it, interpretation of his designs. When I saw the book, I just was so enthralled with his designs, and every year I have been appliquing for 19 years and hand appliquing, and I always want to do something a little bit more difficult. So this was difficult, and it was my most difficult quilt. So when I decided to do it, I knew I needed a focus fabric, which was this. And I remember the day that I went to the quilt shop with my daughter, who does not, she's very creative, but she does not sew, and she doesn't quilt. So we spent almost the entire day there, and I remember that we stacked up all these quilt bolts, and we wheeled them around the quilt shop. So she kept bringing fabric over to me because I wanted a flower. Well, after many tries, she came up with this fabric. So this is great. So I chose this fabric, and then we needed to find fabric that I could use with it. The original, this is my interpretation, a modern interpretation of his quilts and totally different fabrics. When I decided to do the quilt, the instructions and the patterns were for fusible applique, and I don't fuse applique. I do needle turn applique. So I started with the middle panel, and I collected the fabric, and this quilt took me at least a year and I work on my quilts, my applique, at least 3 hours a day. And it took me about a year. And I really enjoyed it. As I was collecting the fabric at that time, I couldn't find enough fabric, so I had friends that would give me fabric that would blend in. I didn't have all the colors. I finally decided to enter it in a show, which means I had a deadline. After I completed it, I long arm quilted it, which was a challenge, but it was mine, so if I made a mistake, it was okay, which I was happy with it. And I've enjoyed the quilt ever since, and I think a lot of people have enjoyed seeing it, and I think the William Morris designs are just fabulous.